2016 was a great year for anime. Great anime such as My Hero Academia, ReLIFE, Konosuba, ReZero, and Yuri on Ice made their debut and gave rise to so many new anime fans. 2016 also brought us two phenomenal anime movies, those being A Silent Voice and Your Name. These movies brought a lot of talk in the fandom. It became the battle of which movie was the best anime movie of the year in 2016. In 2017, Your Name won Crunchyroll's Best Film Award, effectively proving its supremacy. But I don't think that this award should end the battle. Today, I want to analyze these two movies and come to a conclusion on which movie is truly the best. Before we begin, of course, the word of the day is opinion means a view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on facts or knowledge. Now listen, I want you guys to criticize me or tell me what I'm doing right, because that is the only way I will be able to make videos better. But just keep in mind that criticism is not telling me my opinion is wrong or that I stink. Criticism is telling me what I can do better. Alright, now let's get back to the topic at hand. I've thought about for a while how I want to do this video. At first I was going to list off different categories and assign a winner for each one. But when I actually started coming up with categories, it became really hard to assign a winner to a lot of them. Both of these movies do a lot right, and both these movies a lot of the time do the same stuff right. So I'm just going to talk about each one separately, and at the end of the video discuss a clear winner. Let's start with A Silent Voice. A Silent Voice is a beautiful movie. The soundtrack is great and fits the story being told, the visuals and art style are fantastic, and the voice acting is really good. But that's just the small stuff. The actual story of A Silent Voice wraps around our main character, Shota Ishida. It's clear from the beginning that Ishida loves the school he goes to and the life he lives. Ishida has a lot of friends and goes to a good school. But one day, a girl named Shoko Nishimiya transfers into the school Ishida goes to. Nishimiya cannot hear, and Ishida ends up using this as an excuse to bully her. There's only so much bullying a person can take before they begin having problems, either physically or emotionally. And in Nishimiya's case, she got both. Nishimiya eventually transferred out of school that Ishida goes to, just months after transferring in. This was because the bullying was just too much for her to handle. Everyone in the class either found out or knew Nishimiya's transfer was Ishida's fault, and because of that, all of Ishida's friends turned against him, leaving Ishida isolated and guilty. A Silent Voice is not the story of a deaf girl having to deal with the constant abuse of society, but rather about a boy who was at one time a bully, learning how to live on as a better person while still feeling seemingly endless guilt. A Silent Voice is a powerful tale that teaches people how to better themselves. Flipping over to the other side of the coin, we have Your Name. Your Name is a very different story about our main protagonist, Taki, a responsible Tokyo high school boy, and Mitsuha, a religious high school girl living in a small town. These two characters find themselves waking up in each other's bodies. At first, they believe their body swapping is simply a long and realistic set of dreams. But with time, they learn to understand better what is happening and eventually fall in love. That's really all I'm going to say about the story of this film, because there are a lot of surprising and well done plot twists throughout the film that I would hate to ruin. This film has a lot more left field surprises that not only shock the viewer, but also add to the story being told, which is an advantage this film has over a silent voice. A silent voice just plays the storytelling a lot safer than Your Name does, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but allows for a lot less enjoyment sometimes of the film. Remember when I said that a silent voice has a great soundtrack and the visuals and art style were fantastic? Well, Your Name does these aspects even better. The scenery is breathtaking, and the hand-drawn backdrops and the shell-shaded animation fits the film really well. I won't deny that some people would disagree on everything I just said, but I think that very few of you can deny that Your Name's soundtrack is better than a silent voice's. The songs always fit every scene, and the vocals in specific songs are on point. Just listen to Zen 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 Say and tell me this song doesn't scream fun and addictive. Come on! I've watched Your Name a total of 9 times, because it's just so darn fun, and it knows how to be deep and emotional. I've only watched A Silent Voice 3 times. It just doesn't scream exciting and fun in the same fashion Your Name does. Your Name is a great movie that exceeds in so many ways over its competitor. I can clearly see why Your Name won Crunchyroll's Anime Awards. So now let me answer the question. Which movie is better, Your Name or A Silent Voice? Now, A Silent Voice pales in so many aspects over the great and beautiful movie that is Your Name. And yet, I still have to give it the victory here. A Silent Voice wins because of 3 key reasons: characters, story, and, most importantly, impact. The characters in A Silent Voice are portrayed really well. The voice acting is better than Your Name, but that's not the reason why the characters are superior. The reason why the characters are better and matter in A Silent Voice is because they are relatable. I guarantee there is at least one character in A Silent Voice you can connect with, and it is important that we connect with the characters so that you can better understand them and care about their existence throughout the story. I really liked the characters in Your Name, but they are not nearly as relatable as the characters in A Silent Voice. The story of A Silent Voice is very well paced. The amount of effort the writers put into the scripts makes the story great. What Your Name does well is art style. The scenery is beautiful in Your Name, and the character models act and look very realistic. But because of this, the script and story just isn't quite as good as A Silent Voice. But the most important reason why I have to give A Silent Voice the win today is the impact. A Silent Voice is a film that's purpose is to inspire. It exposes a lot of problems and insecurities with specific types of people and can very much make an impact on those specific people, an impact that will hopefully make those specific people better humans. It tells you also the importance of making friends and being happy so that you can make other people happy. But more importantly than that, A Silent Voice can literally save lives. A common theme throughout the story is the importance of living. It makes a conscious effort to expose the pain you could potentially cause other people by ending your own life. It tries to tell you that your life, in one way or another, is important. And that is far more important, in my opinion, than a lot of the themes in Your Name. Like I said before, Your Name is a fun and exciting movie that I will surely continue to watch time and time again. But I can't tell you it's better than A Silent Voice, simply because Silent Voice has better storytelling and could potentially inspire you to be a happier and more content person. Maybe Your Name is the more fun and exciting movie, but in my opinion, A Silent Voice is definitely the better movie and my pick for Movie of the Year of 2016. Thank you everybody for watching. Have a great Valentine's Day. And I hope that one day I can take you to the place where wishes come true.